Welcome home, brave heroes. I'm Ash, this is AshQuest, and it's time for the next exciting installment of our invasion of the Warlock of Firetop Mountain by Ian Livingstone, Steve Jackson. This is a fighting fantasy adventure, and we stopped on page, I believe, 42? Yes, we're here, and this is to turn to 42. We just learned a spell, and I'm not quite sure how to note our knowledge of this spell since the book has kind of dissolved into flames. I'm gonna write Dragon Fire spell at the bottom of my items so that we have a sort of tangible way to keep track of that, to note it. And we're gonna go to page 42. I was excited to return to this. This has been a really, really cool and enlightening experience. 42. Here we are. Not with the sword diagrams, but here on this small passage. You eventually arrive at the end of the passage at a three-way junction. You may either turn to the west or to the east. This is worth noting on my map. Okay. So, which way should I go? We've had pretty decent luck, and I'm just waiting for that to run out at any moment. Why don't we go to the west, since we've kind of kept our hand on the west wall this entire time. Let's turn to 257, and here we are. The passageway runs straight for several meters, and then ends at a wooden door. You listen at the door and hear angry shouting coming from within. Will you investigate or turn back? Now, this is interesting because that ends in a door. And I'll write shout on my map behind the door. I'm going to investigate it, but it's interesting to me. This gives me the option to turn back, but that's not the page number that I came from. And I don't know if, like, memorizing section numbers, rather not page numbers, but section numbers, is the gamebook equivalent to counting cards in poker. I would hope that that's not cheating, but since I just came from there, it's really hard not to notice that's not where I came from. So this would imply that if I did turn back, something different would happen. I might not make it back to the T-junction. So that really interests me, but I'm going to investigate anyway. 168, somebody's angrily shouting behind this door. Let's burst in. We're really good at that. Really good at putting our nose where it does not belong. You open the door to a large room, and it looks like the illustration here accompanies this passage. A large chair behind a solid-looking table suggests to you that someone or something of rank uses this room. A chest in the center catches your eye. In a corner of the room stands a man-sized creature with a warty face, standing over a smaller creature of a similar race. With the whip in his hand, the orc chieftain has been beating his servant, who is whimpering beneath him. Will you attack them both, spring at the chieftain and hope that his servant will aid you, or leave the room and head back to the junction? Turning to 293. Oh my. I'm really curious as to all of these results. I'm curious concerning all of them. Heading back for the junction, I wonder if they'd chase me, or if he'd be like, okay, anyway, stupid slave, and continue beating him. We're going to attack the chieftain. Maybe his servant will aid us. We'll turn to 65 for this. Oh, that's interesting. That is really interesting. I don't think he is going to help, but as you spring at the chieftain, his servant rises to his feet, picks up a hefty wooden stick, and joins the melee. But to your disappointment, he attacks you. I knew it. Ungrateful wretch! Seeing this, you may escape the door down the corridor, or continue the fight, turning to 372. I'm not going to escape. They continue to point me to 293, but I'm not going to do that. We are going to continue to fight, turn to 372. The battle commences. Orc chieftain and servant. Fight them one at a time. If you defeat them both, turn to 21. It's time to engage. in combat against the Orc Chieftain first. One at a time. So I think, kind of like how I did the last battle with the 2 orcs, it's one turn, one the next. It really doesn't matter. So because every time I roll the dice, I take a turn and the monster takes a turn, essentially. We're both going kind of at the same time, so that's fine. That's all fine. Our skill is 7, their skill is 7. I just need to equal 2 or more with my roll. Here we go. Now this is mine. This is a 7. Excuse me. The first roll that I roll is not for me, it's for the monster. So the monster's attack score is 7. So now we roll for myself. We have almost a 50-50 chance of beating that. Ooh, and it's 8. Our roll is higher, our attack is higher. We are deducting 2 stamina from this fool. Let's see here. I'll use 2 more 6-sided dice to record the Orc Chieftain's stamina, as well as the Servant's stamina, which is 3. We're going to deduct 2, and that brings him down to 4. Now we are attacking the Servant, who has the skill of 5, and we're adding 8 to that, so it's 13, and mine is 7, 8, 9, 15. We have brought the Servant down to 1 stamina. Very good fight so far. 2 excellent bouts. Back to the Orc Chieftain. The Orc Chieftain's skill, having seen me fight, is now 17. This is not good. Mine is actually 7, 8, 9, 14. Oof. I have lost my first 2 stamina points of the game. I think that's correct. I don't think I've lost any stamina yet, unless I really wasn't paying attention at an earlier passage. Let me grab my sharpened pencil. These pencils are comical. They're just comical. I don't like them. All right. So that's fine. Now on to the Servant again. We'll roll for the Servant. And oh my god, that's a 9 with his skill of 5, so it's 14. We're still like bordering right in the center of the bell curve, right in the middle of dice roll averages. I need to beat 14, so I need to roll at least a 7. I rolled an 8. That is fantastic. The Servant is now laid low. Oh, I actually took the wrong dice. The Servant was dead. After that blow, the Orc Chieftain is still at 4. So now we are going to continue fighting the Orc Chieftain. Here is his skill. Oh my god, he's gonna wallop me. There's almost no point in rolling. But if I roll double 6s, then my attack score will meet his, and it'll be a draw, and I won't lose any stamina. And I did not roll double 6s. It's probably the highest roll I'm going to roll this combat, though. And the heater's kicked on, and it isn't even that cold. Oh well, back to it. We are going to lose 2 stamina, of course, bringing us down to 14. And then we are going to engage in another round of combat. This time we are rolling for the Orc Chieftain. Another double 6s roll! How? It's 1 in 36 chance, I think, that I would roll that. And I rolled it twice. That's a 1 in 72 chance. What are the odds? Come on. I've got to meet that, which I'm not going to do. Again, rolling an 8, losing another 2 stamina. This guy's tough. He's really tough, and it's not because of his inherent skill. It's because of my crap rolls. Another bout of combat. This is his. 9. A high roll to be sure. And I also did a 9, so that was a draw. That was actually a draw. These dice are all over the place. They are crazy. So we've clashed our swords together. We've both kind of reeled in the melee attack, and we've taken a step back to kind of shake our heads, steady ourselves, and we lunge again, and his attack score is 10 plus 7, so 17. And mine is a paltry 8 plus 7, so 15. He's once again struck another blow. This is extremely frustrating. We are engaging in another combat with the Orc Chieftain. He has 4 stamina out of his starting score of 6. His attack once again. The 3rd time I have rolled double 6s. And I'm coming back with 5, whatever that is. Yeah, I didn't even need to roll at this point. I've lost a total of 10 stamina in this fight. I roll again for him. Whoops, that die went off the table. Sorry. Energy's a little raw right now. Another. This time, his roll is low. It's 5, and mine is 7. For once, I've attacked him after being attacked so many times and failing to his perfect lunges, his perfect thrusts and strikes. We're having no more of that. We're taking him down this round. He has rolled a 6, and I have rolled a 6. Okay, we didn't take him down this round. We've clashed swords again. But I see him step. I can predict his movements. His attack roll is 11. And mine is 7. I thought I saw which way he was going to go, but it was a feint. It was a feint, and he got me. He got me good in the leg. I didn't anticipate him reading him. This time, he has rolled an 8, and I have rolled a 7, which, again, because of our similar skill scores, means that he strikes another blow. I'm down to 4 freaking stamina because of this one enemy. And his skill is 7, and mine is 6. Once again, he has struck me. I am down to 2 stamina. I'm getting so irritated in this fight. I can't do anything but blindly swing my sword, it seems, and hit everything else in the room. Is he really that enraged that I took out his servant? Is he really taking out all of that anger on me and somehow staying focused? How unlike an orc. What a dishonorable orc. What a terrible example of an orc you are setting, Orc Chieftain. You shall surely be demoted after this, I say, lunging in for one final kamikaze strike. Everything rides on this. We both have 2 stamina. And he rolls a 10. And I roll a 9. I have to push my luck. I'm about to lose my last 2 stamina and die because of his 9 successful attacks. I have to push my luck. I have to push my luck or it's game over. My luck is 7. I need to meet or be lower than my luck score, which is 7. It's very, very low. I'm testing my luck right now. And then it's 11, which means not only did he deal the killing blow to my character, but just to drive the point home harder, he would have been able to get an additional hit. An additional stamina would have been reduced from my character. I have no stamina left. My character has died. In this dungeon, we were able to explore 3 rooms successfully and get to the 4th, where we found an orc chieftain and servant before perishing to the orc chieftain's wildly efficient combat. That was ridiculous. That is going to give me a hesitance to fight any orc chieftains in any other game from now on. He successfully attacked me 9 times. I got him twice, but he got me 9 times. If I could go back and replace any of those rolls with a roll for luck, I probably would have tested lucky, because a lot of the rolls that I rolled for myself were lower than 7. But a lot of my rolls that I rolled for myself were also more than 7. It's just that I kept rolling perfect for him. I'm I'm flabbergasted. I'm flabbergasted. This is episode 2 of the actual gameplay, and I have been laid low. I have died. I wasn't able to take my potion of strength, was I? Is that a thing I can do in battle? Hold on a second. We need to go back over the section for equipment and potions. You start your adventure with a sword, leather armor, and a shield, and backpack containing provisions for the trip and a lantern to light your way. You can take a magical potion which will aid you on your quest. I took a potion of strength. I took a potion of strength, not stamina. Wait, no, a potion of strength restores stamina points. Here we go. Each bottle of potion contains enough for 2 measures, which means it can only be used twice during an adventure. Each time it is used, make a note on your adventure sheet. Choose one of the following. This restores stamina points. It can be taken at any time during the adventure. Taking a measure of potion will restore skill, stamina, or luck scores to their initial level. The potion of fortune will increase your initial luck score by 1 point and restore luck to this new initial level. So I died before I used the potion. And I don't really want to mulligan anything for this adventure because I should have known that, and now I have learned it. Now I definitely know it. If I could mulligan, I would go back and use the potion in that last round of combat to restore my stamina. And then I would see if it were possible. It does say at any point during the adventure, so I wonder if I would be able to do it now. I don't know. It's supposed to be a very difficult book, but we'll say that this is the end of this particular episode, and we'll see what you guys think about restarting versus starting from this point with one of my potion of strength measures gone. And I'll do whatever the comments down below say. I know that this particular series doesn't get a lot of viewership, which is totally fine. I really enjoy it anyway. So whatever you guys have to contribute, just let me know, and I will probably go that route because I'd like to provide the most enjoyable experience here possible. Not just for myself, I'm going to have a lot of fun either way. That was an amazing combat, even if I did lose it. The odds of a combat like that happening are so low. Not low in the sense that I would perish, but low in the sense that I would just lose 9 different rounds of combat. Or maybe that's not low for me. I don't know. Either way, lots of fun, so let me know what you'd like to see, and that is where we will pick up from next week. Should I restart with a new character and then just pile drive through to the ends here of the corridor and maybe get this key first and then go? Or should I start back from here, use one of my potions, and continue the fight with the Orc Chieftain while he has 2 stamina and I have all 18 of mine? Let me know. Thank you very much for watching as always. I'm really sorry if this seemed a bit shorter than usual. I have a feeling that's going to happen a few more times with this series. And I'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your day, and bye for now.